What's up, guys? It's your storyteller, the Snore Queen of Endless Numbers. We're going to be reading the last story game by Power Studios, and this time it's Vacation Story. Let's read it aloud. Once upon a time, all the players are in the airport trying to pick which gate they want to be in, and each of those have 18 seats. They had to pick which one they have to go to in less than 30 seconds. And when it reaches 18 players, it teleports them to the game. As they spawned to the airplane, they were told to take a seat in less than 45 seconds. If you don't take a seat while the plane is moving, you will lose health. Once the plane has already took off, you can get out of your seat and feel free to explore the plane. Until a power outage occurred, and people knew it was the monster! They started running around for their lives until he disappeared. Once the power is back on, the flight attendant will serve the passengers some pizzas for dinner. But one of them was like, "Hey, there was a monster attacking us!" And the flight attendant said, "What? Oh, don't be silly." After the flight attendant walked away, the co-pilot heard that the plane will be going through thunderstorms and severe turbulence. Everyone should remain seated until the engine is on fire! He knew that the plane was about to land in the sea, so all the passengers had to get their life jackets before the plane crashes. When the plane crashed, everyone survived. They're still drowning in the sea, but they had to get on their wing before they drowned. Luckily, the life vests have saved their lives, but the crew didn't make it because they got killed. As they got on the wing, they heard some weird, awkward noises coming from the ocean, and it was a shark! They still need to stay on that plane wing until they reach the island. Once they reach the island, they need to find something to eat in there. One passenger finds something to eat in the forest, and it found some apples to eat, so it's the exact same thing just like Daycare 1, but it's always the same food like the other game because that food would also be rotten as well. You know very well that apples are going to be rotten, and you know the drill. When the sun sets, they had to talk about the monster from earlier that appeared in the plane out of nowhere and discuss about it until a thunderstorm has occurred. They had to seek shelter in less than 25 seconds before they get more rain and they lose health and die instantly. When the rain stopped, the cave collapsed and they had to get out of here before they get crushed by the boulders. They had to do it in less than 60 seconds before the cave collapses. When the cave collapsed, everyone made it alive and they got themselves out of here. But then the sun has set and it's already nighttime, so they felt like they're being watched. Until the monster appeared again, and they had to go through that maze in less than 60 seconds as well, until they finally made it. But one of them got kidnapped, and if you're not one of them that got kidnapped, you're gonna have to find the person that got kidnapped in less than 120 seconds before it's too late. And once you found the person in the cage, you're gonna have to find the tool to break it open. And once you did, you have to break the cage open to free it alive. And you stayed cheerful. Since no one ate rotten apples, they were like, "Hang on, the apples we got were rotten." Luckily, nobody ate it because no one took a bite of it. It's getting cold and they need to light a fire, so they gather 3 logs and light it up with the flintstone, I think. But there's something suspicious about the fire. You see that there would be a deforestation, which is a forest fire, and they had to run for their lives because the fire is spreading and it's getting out of control, and they had to stay away from the trees. When it's morning, a tsunami is approaching, so they had to get to the high ground before they drown. When they woke up in the hotel, they thought it was a dream because they were yawning, literally 3 times in a row. They were tired, sleepy, exhausted, and drowsy at the same time. And then they saw tsunami out of their window. The end. Stay tuned for more.